The best way I know how to do farming, lazily. Cruise control on. So I'm not even bothering pushing down, using any energy or exercising my leg by putting the brake on or pushing down the pedal, the accelerator pedal. And I've got it to automatically turn, so I don't have to worry about using my arm muscles to turn the steering wheel. Life is grand.
In other words, lazy.
It's the only way I play.
Being lazy. That's it.
Oh, hey, have I got my... Oh, it doesn't really matter. Turn, turn. I told you to turn, turn, turn. There we go.
Maybe you would have turned if you were driving it instead of your passenger.
It turned. It's just because I'm inside, so I can't get a good reference of how far up I am.
No, right.
I could actually make it a bit further away from the end because it's set for one headland width, but it turns when the implement hits the headland width, not the big front of the tractor.
Yep.
It's like this. I'm not using, for those who normally watch, you know I normally use the vehicle control add-on GPS type thing deal, but I'm no longer using that. I'm using the old vehicle control enhanced vehicle one because it reminds me of the old FS17 GPS with the automatic turning.
Who got the corn quest?
Me.
Or contract? Yeah, right. Okay. That's a small planter. Very small planter.
Yeah, it is a bit annoying only having 600 seeds in it, litres of seed, but nevertheless it's $10,000. Bring the cruise control down to 15, 16 kilometres. That way I'll lift the implement when I get to the end. Yeah, it's a decent sized field, but I'm not using that much seed. It's not chugging through it like it would be with potatoes or even wheat, thankfully. It gave me a fertiliser tank for some reason. For the GPS thing? Dave, is that what you're asking? It's a vehicle control... Enhanced... Oh, hang on, which one was it? Enhanced vehicle mod. It's well, it was around in 19. There was a version of it in 17, very similar. The guy that developed that was one of the guys that went off along with the guy that did the GPS as well. Went off and developed cattle and crops. And someone else took over and made this one, and it's good. If you look at the right hand side there by the speedo, you got all the numbers there. So you got the ability, you probably see the tyres where it's green on the left hand side. That's four-wheel drive on, and you can actually turn that off, turn it on again, and also turn on diff lock for each front and rear, which is really handy when you get stuck. It'll tell you the repair state of your implements. And the repair and paint as well. So if you look up top left there, you got additional tank 100%, that's the repair state, and then 58% next to it is the paint state, current state. So, and then the right hand side tells you how many litres you've got of fuel on board, how much litres you're using per hour, and then underneath is pretty much the guidance system. So it'll give you the snap angle you're doing. It'll tell you how many tracks. The tracks are these things here that you can bring up. So it gives you a bit of a guidance and a line which you can set how many of those, and then it'll carry on. So you can line everything up and then it'll automatically turn, because you get the option of if you don't have these yellow lines on, you can set your snap point anywhere you like. When you're doing a fuel, if you turn these on, then it'll automatically snap over to the next one. It gives you the numbers, it goes up. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. It goes from the right hand side, so you've got to set it up. And then in the menu you've got different options, which you didn't get this in 19, but he's added a menu. So track assistant, differential lockers on, improved hydraulic control, and you can turn those displays on and off with the fuels and all that. And with the damage value, you've got the choice. You can set it to show you how much damage is left, so 100% is fully repaired and then down, or you can have it as to show you how damaged it is, so 100% is fully damaged. You can have your option of that. You can have the position of those displays, classic FS19, or you can go with top right FS22, which goes up. Now they've moved up below the money. And there's other things. There's a bunch of key bindings for it as well. So you can move these tracks left to right, turn them 180 degrees, all sorts of stuff. So it's a good little mod. I used it a lot, but I never used the GPS bit of it in 19. But now, yeah, I found because your options with the GPS is you can set. Here it is. Here you can set it to. Oh no, I don't want. I want it there working with. So you can set it to do, if you've done a headland, to turn at a headland's width, or you can set it to different lengths. You can tell it to turn around. You can also have the option to tell it just to disable cruise control when it gets to the end of the row, or nothing at all. Right, so I said all that while I was on mute. What I was saying is it shows you the width with the yellow red line there of the implement and the tractor. So you can line up. And you can set it to different degrees, like up and down, 45 degree, 90 degree angle, or 1 degree angle, depending on the field. And then you can also turn these on and off, and you can reset them as well. So if I hit the reset button, it'll go back to 0. So it's a good little mod, and you can find it if you do a search for it. Grab it from the GitHub site. Hopefully it will end up on the mod hub. But yeah. I mean, it's all over on other sites, but if you get it from the GitHub sub, because he hasn't uploaded it anywhere anyway, but with if you get it from his GitHub site, his page, then you can always get the latest update. What are you guys doing? Are you guys still working or what?
Nope. I just stopped now since there's no more contracts.
Why for you not turn? What angle was that on? Oh, it's on 1 degree. That's not what I want. I've got to put it back to 45. Right, let's reset this to a 45-degree angle. Well, what did you go? Well, I haven't had any cries about sleeping, so I'm carrying on. Why isn't my career? Oh, because my pedal's sticking. Just down like, yeah.
Actually,
maybe I should make a mods channel in my Discord, unless I already have and I've forgotten about it. So yeah, if you have any questions about it, Dave, you're in my Discord, aren't you? Just well, I definitely got a FS22 discussion channel, so you can ask any questions there. And I'll set up a mod thing and the links of the ones I've got and stuff. But if anyone else wants to put in links, they can, as long as it's the original uploader's link. I like supporting modders. You gonna turn? Yeah, he is. I'm almost out of corn. So you guys wanting to sleep or not?
Yep.
No.
Got one yes,
I'm not
one no.
fussed.
You're not fussed. You're not fussed isn't an answer.
Yes or no?
Which makes it even still. It's 2 versus 2 with a yes or no.
I still have a contract running, so...
Oh, okay. Aren't you doing it? Oh, no, don't worry about it. Don't answer that question. It's all good. I think I've got another contract running as well.
Something near, what are you, 20, 21? You got a tractor
20.
sitting there doing nothing?
Yeah, I failed 20.
Oh, as I'm just enjoying a little trip along the countryside, smelling the roses, and useless fact for the day, I'm not actually running Windows right now.
Huh?
Yeah, on Linux.
You what?
Yeah. Wanted to see how it worked for, well, for one, for playing, and for two, whether it would work in stream. And it will cause all sorts of issues, but so far the only complication I found is the screen sharing site that we use, video.ninja, doesn't capture desktop audio under Linux. It's supposed to. I've tried a couple of different browsers, but it just doesn't give me the option for it.
I'll say there's another one as well. Issue that you didn't think about, the amount of time it took you to download those 4 mods.
Well, that's also down to the fact that I am literally running the OS off a USB 2 hard drive caddy with a laptop hard drive. So the speed of the computer is technically non-consequential because it's a temporary setup. And I was expecting it to take a long time to process and do things. It's not so bad when it runs, but it just takes a while to, like, wake up. Just because I didn't want to upset my Windows install, so I literally flick a power switch on the back of the hard drive and my computer thinks it's still running Windows 10 as it is, like nothing changes. And all of that is because I've been on the fence about switching to Linux full-time, but I've been trying to see how much usage I can get out of it before I hit a game-breaking deal where it's like, okay, I need Windows for X, Y, Z purpose that Linux can't do or I can't work out how to do. But I figure if I can try and immerse myself into as much as possible and I can't find anything broken or impossible, then yeah, why not?
It's a lot more stable than Windows. Only problem is there's a lot of things not designed for drivers and they're not designed. It's all designed for Windows.
Yeah.
Speaking of Monopoly.
It's all catchy too. Because some stuff is just literally you jam it in and away it works. There's no configuration, no need for drivers. Like, you'd be surprised what works out of the box without any extra fiddling, and then there's some other simple stuff where you expect it to work and it doesn't, and it's like, I mean, again, a bit of finagling, you expect that, but it's just curious that, yeah, for special use cases, I mean, yeah, not everyone shares their screen during streaming. OBS works fine, Steam works fine thanks to Proton, which is a compatibility layer. You know, using a website browser or playing videos, I use VLC anyway, so there's no difference from Windows to Linux there. Interface-wise, that was always one that had me hung up, but the one that I'm using right now is Windows-esque and it works quite nicely. So, yeah, it's been an interesting experience for how far it's come since like the very first time I tried Linux way back when.
Which one have you got?
Currently, Zorin OS, which is based off the stable version of Ubuntu, but it has the options to either make the, I suppose you want to call it start menu, task manager, etc. Make them either like Windows 7, like Windows 10, or like Mac OS. So it's very newcomer friendly.
Guys, I'll just be a few minutes. If you just want to sleep now. Otherwise, I'll probably be a few minutes.
Love it. It's all down to Patrio and Smudolini at the moment because I'm still doing a job.
Same here.
I've done it again. I've missed me turn off. Why do I say that with a surprised voice? It's a given.
That is a good question.
It'd be a surprise. I should do what I should do with a surprise voice is, oh, I took the right turn. That's what I should do with a surprise voice. Is it this one I was up to? Yep, there it is. There's the ending. Pick it up a bit, pick it up, forward. Go! Alright, I'll tell you what, last night was a rather sad evening for me.
Why is that?
Bittersweet. Because I finally watched the very last episode of one of my favourite shows, if not my most favourite show. No longer. It was the very last season. Unless they have a reason to come back. I hope they do. Such a good show, but yeah. I've been putting it off for a long time because it was released in December. Early December. First week of December, actually. I've been putting it off. I'd watched up to the last one a while ago. And then last night I bit the bullet. Here we go with me throat again. I bit the bullet and watched it. And it was such a sad episode too.
What show are you talking about?
Money Heist.
Oh, that one.
I mean, it wasn't sad like everything was sad. It was a great ending in that, but it was a lot more an emotional episode. There was a lot more tying up of things, and yeah, there was some scenes were really sad because you found out things about some of the characters and stuff like that. Especially the main character was amazing. Found out something about his father. Pulled on the old heartstrings a little bit, I will admit. But yeah, no more of that. On top of that, them drip feeding The Expanse, which is another favourite show of mine. I just good, I suppose. Problem with when they release a whole season of one thing on Netflix or Prime or anything like that is you watch it and finish it in a week, and then you got to wait forever before it comes out again. At least when they're drip feeding it one episode a week, by the time it finishes, you don't have to wait as long to the next season.
Mm.
So apparently there's another patch coming out with some extra machinery for farming sim. And there's a couple of class things coming up and all sorts. I assume that'll be released when they get back from the holidays. I notice there's nothing coming out in Mod Hub, so they're all on holiday enjoying themselves. A well-deserved holiday, Giants. You've done a great job this time round. And all you got to do is improve on it. Improve on your AI, get into places. That's what you need to do. Work on that. And make your productions take a bit more crop.
Yeah. Didn't realise the Mexican restaurant actually had an animated sign.
There's a lot of little details on this. I don't know if I mentioned it before on the stream, but one thing I did notice is I was driving around on a field of lime and my tyres went all white, which is something they've added in instead of needing a mod for it, which is nice. The other thing is, which I noticed ages ago but I didn't say about it, but I was reminded today when I was watching Frith's new video, is how the pedestrians stop when there's a tractor in their way. They don't walk through it.
Alright, I'm back.
Nice.
No, we were just killing time till you got back anyway.
That's right.
You didn't miss a thing. Except for the rain. Ooh!
I mean, I was in time for the rain, so...
Have I never noticed? Or maybe I haven't been in a tractor when it was raining. I was skipping night, but you can actually hear the sound of the rain hitting the metal roof. The actual sound you would get. I don't know if it's coming through on the stream. Hopefully it is, but yeah. They've done such a wonderful job with the sounds this time around too. Sound of the tractors and everything else like that, but that's the first time I've heard that. I've actually heard the rain sound like it should when it hits a vehicle or hitting metal or whatever it is, whatever these are made out of.
The dull thud on the roof.
Yeah. It's getting dark though. Let me get some lights on. And there's the thunder.
Did you find anything, Patrio?
Yeah, I was just walking around randomly.
Yeah, randomly looking for shit. Looking for stuff.
No,
toy store?
Literally randomly just following the creek along. I mean, if I was seriously looking for the collectibles, I'd bring up a list on my second screen and then do it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, not to burst any bubbles, there's exactly one collectible left on the map. The last plow.
I want to look for it. Split it with JJ.
Finders keepers. You can keep it.
I'll split it anyway.
I'm so confident in my being last of my ability to win. Yeah, the engine sounds stable.
Oh, I still want to split the price.
I know, Dave, you
I was
wanted
gonna
to do trucking sim with me when we do the convy modes, but I mean, you're quite
Yeah.
welcome to also join farming sim with us if you want to as well, Dave. Well, just DM me if you do. I'll give you all the details. Which means more people join. I've really got to look at getting a dedicated server. But yeah, it comes down to the cost. Mind you, I should know where I am in about a couple of weeks financially for most of this year because everything's done. Oh, okay. It sucks. I suppose it explains why you never got a... Oh, that one's completed. 94%. Turn around. Oh, I turned around the south. That was a silly move. Because I haven't got my lines down. Yeah, they are. I know what you mean.
Also, is it just me, or do American HVAC systems always seem a bit weird? With the whole outside condenser unit being this big cube.
It's only weird if you don't live in America. I don't know.
I'm used to standard issue split systems, which are more slimline sort of rectangles. What are they, like a foot and a half long, about half foot deep, and 1 or 2 feet tall. So the fan sort of blows through a radiator sideways, and then the compressor's off to the bulky bit on the side.
I suppose it works best with materials because buildings will be made differently, different materials and stuff like that. So I suppose it suits. Yes. But see, they found actual real evidence to support the theory that Vikings were the first Europeans to visit America, and now they've actually found proof. So it wasn't Christopher Columbus after all. In fact, what am I doing driving this back? Let me just jump out in the rain.
Because you might want to unload it before you waste the seed.
You should have said that before I did that. I totally forgot about that. Which is real shocking because I make sure of that in this game. I just wasted once. Oh, hopefully there wasn't that much left. Probably was because I only just filled it up.
Like 500 litres or something.
It's rather annoying. Oh well. My own fault. Can't do much about it. Weren't paying attention.
Yeah, much like I picked up 2 pallets of fertiliser for my last set of jobs, and I take it back to my farm to offload the spare, and oh, look at that, I already had a couple of pallets laying around.
Right. Don't know about the rest of you, but I'm now ready to sleep.
Sure.
That's a one. Anyone else?
Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna go for it, yeah. It's too dark to see anything.
We'll go with a... Oh, hang on. What's the current date? What month are we in?
April.
April 1.
April.
April? Okay, we'll go with the 7 o'clock in the morning then. Total lies. I'm assuming the next one is about Christopher.
That's a fertilizing job. Okay.
Yeah, hang on. I'll refresh.
Ooh. A few good ones here. Real good ones here.
Hang on, I'll wait a little bit longer because they're just slowly popping up one at a time, and I'm spamming the X. So I'll wait for everything to catch up. Oh, this is interesting. There's no more, so we've got 7. So there'll be one
There's
left
4.
over. Oh yeah.
No, there's 7. There'll be one of us with one of them.
Yeah.
Everyone else
All right,
with 2.
and they're all fertilising. Okay, you ready? Get your fingers ready. Let me know when you're ready, and then we'll go. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Nice. Oh, I'm about to go off and make it. Oh, I suppose I can get these jobs done before then.
Did someone take one of the colour contracts because that disappeared? Oh, was it? Okay, no, that's right. Yeah. Sorry, I'm mathing wrong. It's going backwards. I'm like, wait, they all kept disappearing. I only got one. I'm like, oh, hang on, no, there's 7 contracts. There's 4 of us. So
Dave, I think it's Control Star. Well, whatever it is on your numpad. Look it up on your thing because I've got it set it up on my wheel. I think it is that. Most of the controls are Control and they deal with around the numpad using page up, page down, numpad 1, 2, 3. Lossing! Hi, Happy New Year, how are you? It is because you're lossing. I'm pretty sure you're lossing. It's been, well, I've actually thought about DMing you. Like, I feel like think about DMing a lot of people and then I get distracted like a cat with a laser light. What are you doing, sir?
Get out of the bloody road!
Actually, I've mainly been thinking about you when I was doing my convoy modes for ATS. I was reading about the days we used to do MP together. But just playing games and chilling. Just about run over Adam from Mythbusters there.